150 million years ago, the earth shook beneath the weight of giants. Ancient forests trembled as titans moved. The skies darkened with wings wider than houses, and rivers often turned red where predators met their prey. This was the late Jurassic period, and here the giants ruled not with peace, but with constant, brutal war. Imagine the plains of what is now North America, stretching endlessly under a hot Jurassic sun. A herd of Diplodocus, each sauropod longer than a modern train car, grazes near a winding river. Their immense tails, tipped with bone, whip through the air like thunderbolts, forming a wall of flesh and bone to protect the young and vulnerable within the herd. But they are not alone. Stalking the dense tree line is the apex predator of this land, Allosaurus. Lean, fast, and utterly ruthless. Its serrated teeth gleam as it watches, waiting patiently for a moment of weakness, a single mistake. And it does not wait alone. Packs of allosaurs, sometimes numbering a dozen or more, hunt together, circling the vast herd like wolves around a flock of sheep. The air is thick with tension, quiet and still, until the first deafening roar breaks the silence. An Allosaurus, the pack leader, charges. Its roar splits the air, a signal for the attack to begin. The herd erupts into chaos. Tails snap with the force of cannon fire, and massive, pillar-like feet stomp the ground, shaking the very earth. The predators strike from all sides. A coordinated assault aimed at creating panic and separating the young from the protection of the adults. A calf stumbles, losing its footing for just a second, and in an instant, the pack lunges. But the guardians of this herd are not defenseless giants. A massive bull Diplodocus swings its tail, a 10-ton whip of bone and sinew cracking like lightning through the air. It connects with an allosaur across the jaw, the impact shattering teeth and sending a spray of blood into the air. The predator is thrown sideways, stunned and wounded. Yet, the pack is relentless. Another allosaur leaps onto the back of a juvenile, its powerful claws sinking deep into flesh. The young dinosaur's terrified scream echoes across the valley, a sound of pure agony. As the chaos unfolds, a second, different sound shakes the ground nearby. It's a Stegosaurus, an armored tank of the Jurassic, drawn by the commotion, armed with a double row of bony plates like shields down its back and a tail tipped with 4 spear-like spikes. It charges headlong into the fray. An Allosaurus, distracted by the sauropod herd, turns to face this new threat. It lunges, mouth agape, only to be met by the Thagomizer, the deadly spiked tail of the Stegosaur. The spikes, each over 2 feet long, slam into the predator's chest with incredible force. Bone cracks, flesh tears. The Allosaurus collapses in the dirt, its life extinguished in a single, devastating blow. The balance of the battle shifts. The Stegosaurus roars, a challenge to the remaining hunters. These giants will not fall without a fight. The herd, emboldened, lets out a triumphant roar of its own. With the hunters momentarily disorganized, the Diplodocus herd pushes toward the river, their only hope of escape. The battle intensifies, becoming even more desperate at the water's edge. Some allosaurs continue to harass the large, powerful adults, trying to wear them down. Others focus on the weak, dragging a wounded juvenile into the shallows. The water churns with mud and blood as predators bite, claw, and slash beneath the surface. The Diplodocus herd fights to cross, their massive bodies crashing through the waves, sometimes trampling their attackers beneath their immense weight in the confusion. But not all of them will survive the crossing. The river claims both prey and predator alike, its currents washing their broken bodies downstream. And high above this brutal scene on the ground, another kingdom watches. Pterosaurs, the undisputed lords of the sky, circle the chaos. Their sharp cries echo like vultures awaiting a feast. When an Allosaurus, wounded by the herd, finally falls, the skies descend. Wings beat furiously as dozens of pterosaurs land, tearing at the fresh wounds, stealing meat before the battle has even concluded. On land, in the water, and in the air, death is never wasted. In the Jurassic, every battle feeds another. As the sun begins to set, casting long, bloody shadows across the plains, the survivors retreat, the Diplodocus herd, battered and with fewer members, but alive, presses onward into the relative safety of the deep forest. Behind them, they leave a grim tableau, the bodies of predator and prey alike, broken giants scattered across the battlefield. The remaining Allosaurs roar in frustration, licking their wounds as they retreat back into the shadows. Today, the herd has survived, but tomorrow, the hunters will be hungry again, and they will try again. Because, in this age, survival was never a final victory. It was only borrowed time. This was life, 150 million years ago. A world where giants clashed every single day for supremacy. A world where survival demanded strength, strategy, and immense sacrifice. This was the reign of the Jurassic giants. And in their unending war, the Earth itself trembled. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey back in time. If you were captivated by the world of these incredible creatures, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into our planet's epic past. We'll see you on the next adventure.